This is RaeveN, and this is another tournament that I have joined yesterday. It's actually a duo tournament, so I have a partner here, and my partner is Pageway GG. Yeah, she is playing patches, and maybe you can see her full name because I have added her in BattleNet as the real ID. In this game, I am playing as Lord Barov. Honestly, this is my first time playing this hero. I watch a lot of highlights regarding this hero, and I kind of like the his gameplay. Wherein you will gamble who would win in the match, and then when you win a match, you will get three cards with zero casting cost, and each card will give you 1 gold for that turn. So for this turn, since I did not get any token minion, so I just rolled for a better minion and then used my ability and bet on the Naz. And unluckily, I wasn't able to win. The only winning condition is the player that you bet on must win. A tie or a lose is not counted. So in the second turn, I bought the Tide Hunter and then used the extra gold to bet on. Uh, I think I bet on my partner because I was in comms with her, and then I was asking her what was her lineup, and then is it enough to win? And you might notice that I have muted uh, the game sounds because our comms is in our local dialect, and not a lot of my viewers understands that dialect. So in this turn, I bought the Tide Hunter pair so that I can sell the 2 tokens, and then I can level up and then use my hero power. So in here, uh, I was inspecting their lineup. Mac Navy has a mixed minion, but from my experience with Ice Stick, he had a buffed Rockpool Hunter, so I bet on Ice Stick instead. So as you can see, I lost in this turn as expected because I only have 2 to 1 minions. But I was hoping that I could win my bet, and luckily I was able to guess correctly. So with the 3 extra gold, uh, that will that will neutralize my action the second turn, wherein I did not level up but bought a minion because I was already 1 gold behind. So with this extra gold, uh, I can buy 2 minions and then gamble. And in here, I think I bet on Ice Stick again. Yeah. Uh, I was really lucky there that his first attack was to the spawn because I was really worried when it attacked the protector and the spawn did not pop. So because his first attack was to the spawn, I was able to win. And I, luckily I was able to win the bet, so that's another 3 gold. In here, instead of leveling up, when I saw the Sorlisk and the spawn pair, uh, I delayed my level up for next turn, and then I also bought the Gambler because it's like a free slot, a 3/3 minion, and a free slot for later. So I still have 2 spare gold, and then I forgot who I bet here. Yeah, I bet on the Maleficent. When I saw his murlocs, I was kind of relieved, even though he has one golden murloc, but it only has 6 life. So they have high attack but low health, and then I'm building up stats. So, and given that he only has 5 minions, so he was already outnumbered by my full board. So in here, I leveled up, and then I'm searching for a triple. Yeah. Now, when I saw the navigator, I bought it because I can play it, and since I have 3 murlocs, and luckily I got a a navigator pair here, so I can sell the Sorlisk, because if I play both navigator, the Rockpool Hunter will have better stats to the Sorlisk, and I have 1 extra gold to use for the hero power, and then I I bet on the Lich King because I always find Lich King's ability to be OP. So in here, I was able to scout Maleficent's lineup. So he is going with the Deflecto bot reset, and I am observing his his Kaboom bot if it has some microbots, and since there were none, so I can say that he only has 1 reset. So he is still not that strong. So in here, I was thinking of leveling up because I have 9 gold, 7 gold to level up, and I have 4 extra gold. So after leveling up, I can roll once and buy 1 minion. And luckily, I was able to get a triple. So I used two cards to gain 2 gold and get the triple. And then, uh, of course, I am going to get the Baron, because now the spawn will have a +4/+4. And then since I have 2 extra gold, I use one to use the hero power. And my 2 choices are Maleficent and the Rat King. So I remembered Maleficent's lineup, and since Ice Stick was using Murlocs, I went for Maleficent because I feel that the reset is strong against Murlocs at this stage. So here, uh, I am actually surprised with the Lich King's lineup because uh, I don't find it strong, but I think it's because of the Khadgar and the security rover. So if you have small minions, it is going to be really hard to defeat that lineup because the security rover will spawn two tokens. So yeah, my bet with the Maleficent is correct. So I bought the Macaw upon seeing it because it's a good combo with the Spawn and the Baron, and then I can transition to Beasts because of it. When I used the hero power, I asked again my partner regarding her lineup, and then remembering the Lich King's lineup, I asked her if he has 3 or more attack power, and when she confirmed, uh, I bet on her instead of the Lich King. So in here, I'm just building up stats, and then I'm planning to use the Light Seer. And then I'm thinking of selling it just to roll and play the Macaw. Because I have already used my hero power and uh, uh, there was no minion in Bob's Tavern that was quite good, but on the first roll there was a Toxfin, so I froze it and burned 1 gold. His lineup is actually kind of similar with ours, but he has a kaboom bot instead of a buffer. We lost here. I think we don't have enough stats because the 4 damage from the kaboom bot is really powerful. So I got the Toxfin here, and I'm planning to poison one of the side hunters. And I kept unrolling here, hoping to find a Murloc buffer or a triple. So I just kept on rolling and kept on seeing Immerk Eye. I saw the Macaw pair, but I just rolled past it because I cannot see any value of it in our lineup right now. I have a feeling that uh, we can we can find Macaws later. So I want to end my turn with the lights here. So that's why I played the Toxfin first and then the lights here. And then when I realized that uh, there was already 1 gold, I can buy the Siegebreaker as a taunt to protect the Baron. And in here, uh, I bet on Maleficent with the advice from my partner that she's really not confident with her lineup. So we are now betting for me to get a higher seed. So with that, it was really lucky that the macaw is still alive. We are hoping that it can attack again, and with the spawn living, uh, we can have a second round of the buff from the macaw. Unfortunately, the Baron died. It was 5 stars, so it could have been uh, 5 more damage to Rafam. And then yeah, sadly my partner was already knocked out after that turn. So since we already have the the taunted minion, uh, we can safely buy the macaw because we just need uh, to amplify what we have right now. And I was really happy to see the third macaw. So we can now add a +8/+8 to our lineup. And then with this, I think bet on Lich King here because I got an info from my partner that Lich King has a huge Battle Master, which is kind of difficult to take down. So I bet on the Lich King. In here, I was kind of worried because of the number of stats, but looking at it, he only has 1 big minion. So I think we will have an even exchange. Yeah, we have a draw here, but I was also thinking that if we lose, I think we will just get at least maybe 6 or 7 damage. So right now I got the the Macaw triple, and I'm really hoping to get a Baron. So I also got the Toxfin. Sadly, this is not a Goldrinn. So I went for a zap because it can we can use it to snipe the critical heroes later. So here I'm planning to use the Toxfin by selling one of the Tide Hunters and then poisoning one of the navigators here. And then I'm actually planning to buy the mama. So I I froze it and then I remember Naz's lineup, so I went for Maleficent. Though he has a very big battle master, but we already have two poison minions, so that's a very big advantage for us. Yeah, even though the battle master got the divine shield, but he only has 7 damage, and our murlocs are healthy enough to survive any attacks from the other minions. So we're able to knock out one of the players, and then we are now guaranteed top four, which is really good. So now I'm hoping to get a Goldrinn, so I'm slowly transitioning my lineup to beasts. So now I'm just looking to triple because I still cannot level up because of the high cost to level up. So I got the mama bear pair, and then I was actually hoping to get a hydra. So in here I am worried that he might have a splash damage. So the I moved the spawn next to the taunt. And then you might wonder why I bought the primal fin. I'm actually planning to level up next turn and then uh use the primal fin, hopefully to discover a Amalgadon. So with the bet, I went for Maleficent because she has the higher health. That's the only reason why I bet on her. Yeah, yeah. It was unfortunate uh, that our macaw was sniped, but I was still glad that our our poisoned minion was able to snipe the battle master. At least we have five lesser damage taken, and then my bet was actually correct. Unfortunately, it was not enough to knock out the Lich King, but I remember his battle master, so I just kept the zap for now, and then leveled up. Yeah, when I saw the Goldrinn and the Hydra, uh, I decided that this is the time to transition to Beast, and then I sold almost everything to transition to Beast because we need uh, three three slots, and then I was actually hoping to buy the Hound Master for the buff, so I just went for the Primal Fin to get hopefully an Amalgadon, but since there was no Amalgadon, it was an extra gold. And yeah, with my calculation, I can buy the Houndmaster and then buff one of the mamas. So I buffed the bigger mama so that our Hydra will get an plus 8 buff from the two mamas, but I will need to sell one to make room for the Goldrinn. I still want to to keep both the poisoned murlocs, even though they are not beasts, but the poison is really valuable. So in here we can see the combo in action. Then yeah, the Hydra splash damage is really satisfying. And then because of the buff, the the mama is now really hard to kill. So even though the gas coiler was reborn, it's not enough to kill our lineup. And we have a second round of buff. So and we got a 3/3, so a 3/3 token. So that's +1 damage to the Lich King. Yeah, my action plan here is to get a Mayaxna because it's a poison beast, and then hopefully an Amalgadon. That's why I bought the module just in case the Amalgadon will not have a Divine Shield taunt. A second Hydra is going to be very good, and also uh, another Goldrinn, and there's the Baron pair. So in here, I actually hesitated to buy the Baron because if I gamble, I can have an extra 3 gold, and I know that Shudderwalk is against a ghost because there are three of us left, and then I am matched with the player, so I know the Shudderwalk is against a ghost, so it's an easy bet, and that's an extra 3 gold. Even though I'm burning 2 gold here, but getting a 3 gold next turn is really good since we have a guaranteed Baron pair. In this lineup, I was actually worried because of the Divine Shields, and our attacks might always reset the uh, the Deflectobots because his Deflectobots are already 20 uh, has 20 attack, so it can really be punishing when you attack a Deflectobot with a Divine Shield. And as you can see here, I was really hoping that the the Hydra can attack either the Deflectobot directly or one of the Microbots beside the Deflectobot. And when we lost there, we are down to one. I was really, I really thought that I already lost. I was just counting that he was not able to level up to 6, and when I saw that his level was still 5, uh, we still have hope. So in here, we were able to triple the Baron, which is really a big thing. So I'm now hoping to get an Amalgadon. Sadly, we did not discover an Amalgadon, but there is another triple. So I played the Navigator. Since we have 2 gold, I got it. And then with the discovery, it's another Goldrinn. So I was betting that this discovery is another Goldrinn, which is another Goldrinn, so it's another triple. And then I was hoping that this discovery is an Amalgadon, and it is an Amalgadon. So we had 3 discoveries, which were really on our favor. So because of that, I opted uh, to play the Amalgadon next turn because we already have no time left to sell the Mama and then play the Amalgadon because I'm still worried that the Amalgadon will not get any uh, any poison, divine shield, and taunt. So I'm now hoping to get a Mayaxna so that I can replace one of the poisoned murlocs, so that I will have room to play the Amalgadon and then taunt it with the module. Here's another Amalgadon, just in case our first Amalgadon is a dud. I cannot waste 3 gold to buy the Primal Fin. So I went on and rolled. And since there was no Mayaxna, I just continued my play. So here, the first Amalgadon is really a dud. It got plants, and I think it's only plants. So in here, I was able to get the Divine Shield and a Wind Fury, which is kind of okay, but I want to give it taunt to protect our lineup. So I was looking at the Grandma because it is a beast, but then my partner reminded me that the Grandma is a death rattle. So this is one of the advantages of having a duo tournament, because you have a partner watching your actions. So I I sold one of the murlocs because I need to have room for the module, and then I just bought any other minion without death rattle to fill up the spot, so that at least we have a chance of attacking first. But unfortunately, with there, the zapped attacked first. But I think because we already have a uh golden Goldrinn, we have enough buff to survive. And then with the second round of buff, and it is attacking a brand with a 2 attack power, it was really in our favor. So even the Goldrinn was not killed with the exchange. So now he's down to 3 and I am down to 1. So my only chance, my only upgrade that I can make to the lineup is a Mayaxna or a second Hydra. So here I got the Mayaxna. I just kept on rolling. Maybe I can get more. And then in this roll, I was able to get a protector. So I was thinking of countering the zap. But then I remembered I have a Mayaxna, which also has a 2 power. So it's a 50-50 when the zap attacks. So I bet on the Mayaxna instead of the Baron. So it's not really 50-50, it's more on 66% in our favor, because uh 1/3 is having us attack first. Second is having having the zap attack the Mayaxna first, or the third scenario, which is the worst case scenario, is the zap attacking the Baron twice. So it's not really a 50-50, but more on a 33-66. So we attacked first, so even though the zap attacked the Baron has already served his purpose. It's a plus 20 to plus 20 because of the Baron for each beast. Since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beasts, that's 100 across the board. And even our even our 12-5 navigator survived the exchange. And the taunted Amalgadon was not taken down. So it was a big win. And this was my first game for the Battlegrounds duo.